comments from Coach Quinn.
Well, it's playoff hockey from here on in, and it certainly had a playoff feel to it. Every inch of ice was contested for, low-scoring game. I thought we had some great chances we weren't able to capitalize on, and I'm sure they had some great chances they weren't able to capitalize on. I thought we did a better job defending the second and the third period. I thought we were a little sloppy early on in the first, but overall a huge win for us, and certainly understand the challenge we're going to face tomorrow.
Mike Moran hasn't scored many goals over the years here, but they almost always seem to be big ones.
Well, he works hard. He's got a great shot. He really does. It's a great play by Charlie, and a timely goal, because they had a little bit of momentum at that time. They had the power play, and they didn't get anything out of it, but they had us hemmed in a little bit right after that, and we dodged a few bullets, and Charlie makes a great pass, finds Mike, and Mike does a great job burying it.
And that Lowell goal, did Sean just think the defenseman was coming for it, or
I don't know.
or what?
I don't know. We haven't talked about it yet, but we'll certainly have to clean that up a little bit. That was.
But it really gave them life. I mean, you were kind of had the upper hand.
Yeah, I thought we were really doing a good job in the third period, not giving them much. I thought we had the puck. I thought we, did a good job pressuring them, and then that kind of turned the tide a little bit. And, you could feel it on the bench. We were a little bit demoralized, but obviously got a huge power play goal. And, Sean handles the puck well, so just was one of those things. It looked like it took forever to develop. It felt like he stood behind the net with the puck for about 15 seconds. And the next thing you know, it's in the back of the net. So.
When the officials are reviewing the goal at the end, what's the feeling on the bench in terms of did the guys think it was good? Or was...
Well, Greenway thought it was good, but I mean, we were preparing if we, to play on, and that's what you have to do. You can't assume you're going to score, and you're almost preparing your team that's not a goal. So if it is waved off, you're not surprised and you're not set back by it. So we were talking about what we needed to do a little bit better on the power play, on the rush, and on the zone entry, and if we got it in. And just wanted to keep them engaged and not think about what might happen. And then obviously we're all ecstatic with the result.
What do you attribute Greenway's seemingly improved play the last 15 or 16 games compared to his first 13?
Well, he's growing up. I mean, people look at him and they think he's 30 years old, but he's an 18-year-old kid. And college hockey's hard. And he's got a lot of ability, and he's growing up, and he's been immense these last 2 months.
When you were mixing and matching your lines in the third period, I think the only line they kept together was Clarkson and his line. What was the reasoning behind that?
Well, I think I kept Clunan. I made some changes early in the game, actually. I put Clunan on the left wing with JFK and Danny. I put Andrin on the left wing with Carpenter in the middle and Belanger on the right. So I actually moved to two centers. When the game started, we had Clunan in the middle and Belanger on the middle, and I moved them both to the wing and put Carpenter in the middle, and then put Moran back in the middle. So it was a quick experiment, and we didn't like it, so we went back to made a few changes, and pretty much stuck with that. I put Moran with Belanger, with Clunan, and with Andrin and Carpenter a couple times in the third period. So just a gut feel.
Are you going to go back to the old?
I don't know, we'll have to watch the film. But I think we're going to probably keep it the way it was the last 2.5 periods.
I'm just curious about, you get a 4-on-3 power play, and how often does that come up in like a practice situation? Like
not enough, and I literally said, that's our fault. We hadn't practiced it, and God knows how long. I can't even remember the last time we practiced it, and that's certainly on us. I mean, that was our fault, because there was a lot of uncertainty, and that's the coach's fault. We hadn't practiced it, I don't think, since before Christmas. So
safe to say that's probably one of the only 143 you're going to play at 4-on-3 all year though?
I mean, the last 2 years, I think we've had 2 5-on-3s, and I don't think we've had a 4-on-3. So I think what happens to us as a staff, you forget to work on it. Not forget, but you don't never have it, so you don't address it, you know, so that's, there's no excuse, so that's our fault, and that, we'll certainly address that.
Any update on Summerby?
He's fine.
What has allowed McGuire to come on the way he has the last dozen or so games?
Well, he's been a great goalie for a long time before he got hurt, and when you miss a full year, you're not gonna pick up where you left off. And he struggled early, but we never lost faith in him. We knew he was gonna eventually get back to being the goaltender that he's capable of being, and he has been immense in the last 2 months.
Charlie makes that lead pass on the goal by Moran. What has he been doing to keep that offensive element to his game going?
Well, he's got such great vision and poise. He has that ability to find the middle of the rink as well as anyone I've seen. And, you know, he just made a heck of a pass.
Anything else? Thanks, Coach.